Hey guys, salut, this is Alex, I'm the French guy cooking, and today I am at On Blackies Festival in the food tube van, and I'm gonna make a nice tabouleh with some raw falafels and a tahini dressing. So first off, we start with the tabouleh. For that we need 2 bunch of parsley, 1 bunch of mint, and 4 spring onions, a few tomatoes, yep, everything on the board, 2 cucumbers, and we need to chop everything roughly. So there we go, I'm starting with the cucumber. Up. The idea behind it is that you want to dice everything. Up. Up. So usually when they serve tabouleh in restaurant, they go too light on the herbs. This time we go heavy on the herbs. You got 2 bunches of parsley and 1 bunch of mint, which is gonna be crazy flavorful. Up. That's it. Now the tomatoes. Just a few medium-sized tomatoes goes in. You can take red tomatoes, you can take yellow tomatoes, it doesn't matter really. It's just to have some tang, some acidity. Again, you just chop them roughly. There you go, and the last one. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, this tabouleh never has to be perfect. It just has to be quick, easy. You know, that's an easy meal you can make when you are in a hurry. There you go. Up. Now, the main ingredient, the herbs. As I told you, so I have I have like 2 bunches of parsley and 1 bunch of mint. But if you have coriander or if you have dill, then you can just pop them in. The more, the better. Let's chop this up. Just checking if there is no rubber band in it, but that's good. You can put the stalks in it, you can put the stems in it, you can put the leaves in it, it doesn't matter. It will just give the whole salad some crunch at the end. All you need to do if you put the stems in it is to make sure that they are really, really finely chopped. All right, everything goes in. Ooh, this is gonna be like really, really flavorful. It's not windy. Perfect. So now to the spring onions. Again, 4 spring onions finely chopped. What you have to remember, guys, that this recipe is really quick, but it's made in real time, which means that it's really easy to wrap up, like for example on a weeknight or for a quick takeaway lunch. In it goes as well. Perfect. Now some dressing for the tabouleh. So lemon. We are just gonna pump up the flavors in it. Lemon, there we go. A bit of olive oil. just to let the flavors marry and mingle. Also, pepper. Some salt. A pinch of 7 spices, which is a typical Lebanese spices mix. Maybe 2 pinches. Let's be generous. Okay? So last, the most important part of this tabbouleh should be the bulgur, which is made normally with wheat. In this recipe we are making it so the tabbouleh will be gluten-free, so I'm using quinoa instead. I've got some already cooked there, and I'm gonna add them to the mix. Right, let's give it a nice mix and the tabbouleh will be ready. As you can see, it's all about the herbs. It's very important that the ratio between the quinoa or the grain you use and the herbs is definitely, you know, tilting in favor of the herbs. That's it. Now we are going to let it sit on the side just for the flavor to infuse nicely, you know, for the herbs to mix with the quinoa, for the tomatoes to infuse in all those flavors. Right. Now let's move on to the raw falafels. Let me put that aside. Up. And these are the ingredients for the falafels. Up. So basically we are not doing so much here. The blitzer is going to do all the work for us. Falafels normally needs to be cooked or to be deep fried, but in this case I want to keep it raw for it to be quick, and also, you know, it's a healthier version of the falafels we normally do. So we start by half a cup of raw cashew nuts. Here it goes. Then give it a quick blitz. Oops. Oops. Then we add the other ingredients, starting with the onions, spring onion and garlic. You don't have to chop them too finely because the blitzer is going to take care of all that. The reason why I'm putting the onions like early in this mixing, in this blitzing process, is because I want them to be really fine. I just don't want the people to stumble upon a big chunk of onion. And same goes for the garlic. I reckon a small clove of garlic would be more than enough. Up. Perfect. Then another blitz. Fine, nice. It's becoming to, you know, as you can see, it's gathering together. Now, main ingredients, the chickpeas. These are organic chickpeas. They will make the paste go a bit gooey, a bit more easy to form the balls afterwards. A cup of chickpeas. Now just a light dressing of lemon juice, just to give some acidity, just to wake the things up. A glug of olive oil. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Final blitz, and then we're gonna form the balls. That's perfect. That's perfect. The thing is, I like to add herbs to my falafels, but I never put them in the food processor because otherwise the whole thing is turning green. So I just keep them on the side, chop a few leaves, and add them with a spoon. Right, perfect. Let's just remove the blade as carefully as I can. I don't want to cut myself in real time, that would be a shame. Place those in. I'm using the food processor bowl as a mixing bowl. You never know. Up. Spoon, and then we give it a nice mix. Great. Perfect. It should be a bit sticky. If it's too sticky, you can always add a bit more cashew nuts in it. Sorry, mate. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. To form the falafels, normally as they are deep fried, they have a nice crust around it. So to fake that, or just to make it a bit more pretty, I guess, we can dredge those, like in, for example, sesame seeds. So that's easy. You place sesame seeds in a plate. These are toasted sesame seeds. You take a bit of the mixture with a spoon or with the hands. Let's go with the hands. It's easier this way. You form a nice bowl. It's a bit sticky, but that's normal. That's absolutely fine. And then you dredge it in sesame seeds, like this. Up. Perfect. Let's make two more. Up. Second. You can also use, like, for example, you know, almond powder or cashew powder, or you can even use herbs finely chopped. That would be really nice. In fact, we're going to use some herbs. We're going to do one like this. So let me just grab a few herbs. Chop them really finely this time, because this needs to coat the whole falafel. This is the main stage, just next to the food tube truck. So that's why it's a bit noisy. I think it's John Quilter, always noisy, this one. Anyway, all right. So that's another coating we can make. Again, a spoon, like maybe a golf-size piece of the raw falafel mixture, and then you simply dredge it in herbs, and that is different and beautiful at the same time. Let's place it next to the other one. So we have 3 raw falafels. Right, let me just give it a quick wash. Perfect. Let me just put that on the side. And we move on to the dressing. So this is the ingredients we need to make a quick tahini dressing. Instead of buying pre-made tahini, we can use and make our own tahini. For that, half a cup of sesame seeds. In it goes. You see, that's easy. I'm using a blender. I was using a blitzer. I do nothing in this recipe. Perfect. Let's give it a quick mix, because afterwards it's going to be a bit troublesome to mix. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, good. Now we just add some liquids in it to get it going. Normally I would be adding like half a cup of sesame seeds and 2/3 of a cup of sheep's milk. That should be nice. A drizzle of sesame oil, which is really powerful, so easy. A nice squeeze of lemon. I'm just trying to catch the pips. No pips in this one, you never know. Nice. And a tiny bit of honey. Because sometimes the sesame, can be a bit bitter, so it's nice to counter that with some sweetness. Good. Blitz, and then we are good. Nice. Oops, I forgot. Just add a bit of salt in it. And same pepper. Great. We are good. All we need to do now is plate everything up. I'm just gonna plate it there. So we need a nice plate. Let me just put that aside. Wait a minute. Boom. Plate. A spoonful or a few spoonful of tabbouleh. That is the main actor of this dish. So just be generous with it. Perfect. Yep. On the side, the raw falafels. Lay them on the side. And finally, a bit of our tahini-inspired dressing. There we go. I just place some on the side for the people to use if they want. And I think that's it. So that is tabbouleh made with quinoa, some raw falafels, and a tahini sauce. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then give it a thumbs up, like it. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends. This was all made in real time, so give it a nice thumbs up. I hope to catch you next time. See you, bye-bye.